Southwest representative, Philly, Philly, Philly. I'm stepping up to the center with that all black Beretta, bruh. Made me put some lead in ya. And I got my blade too, the one that was on Predator. I be with whatever, bruh, grinding, etc. Niggas getting robbed too. I got to get my cheddar up. Ears read, I'm in the game, and I'm about.
What's up, everybody? Support that ball, man. We back and we live for another episode of season 4, episode 2. Listen, we got a special guest, man. I know y'all see the guy. You right here. Special guest, man.
Yeah.
Growing up, you know, a lot of people used to call him Young Reed, Southwest representative. They call him the General.
Hey.
You feel me? A lot of people that know me, he was my favorite rapper growing up, man.
That's heavy.
Real shit.
That's heavy. That's love.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all seen him, the youngest battle rapper that was killing it.
For sure.
In the city of Philadelphia at 16. 2 off from the street. Topklass.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? Reed Dollaz. Rambo. What's up, bro? How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm fucking honored and I'm humble, man. I watched the show. I was like, yeah, I would definitely want to go up there and be up there. So
Hey.
I'm honored to be here today. Yeah, I'm honored to be up here today. I'm just being real.
Listen,
I mean, you're a fan of me, I'm a fan of you.
Nah, real shot,
There it
man.
is.
Listen, bro. So, a lot of people in the city of Philadelphia, in the whole world, United States more importantly, look at you as a legend, bro.
Humbly.
A lot of people watch battle rap because of you.
Yes.
A lot of people are aggressive because of you.
Yes.
Growing up, bro, what made you decide to rap? You know, because a lot of people rap because they don't like to talk to people. They can, like, more so vent through a pen pad.
Right.
Like, what made you decide to rap at a young age?
I think it was just my neighborhood, just seeing shit that we saw at an early age, you know what I'm saying? My old heads, I remember my old head Nino Brown, he was rapping before me, he was older than me, he was rapping before me, and I had to be about 10 years old, and I was seeing him in like ciphers and shit on the corner. Everybody crowded around him, and you know them ciphers back in the day, and you get the ooh, ah, all that shit, niggas start going crazy. I'm like, yo, I wanted that. I wanted that from a young age. And I remember being like 10, I wrote my first rap. I go to Nino, I'm like, man, what you think about this? He like, you getting all right, young boy? And I go back like a couple months later, what you think about this one? He like, okay, you getting there, like, this shit sounding crazy. Third joint, he was like, yo, young boy, you a fucking problem. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
At 10, not...
This was like around, getting older.
Okay.
So probably like around 12, 13 when he was like, yo, you ready. Like, you ready. And a lot of people get the story and my timeline a little bit confused because niggas just see me from 2 off from the streets, but I was an artist on Takedown Records.
Okay.
Remember Takedown Records back in the day? They got indicted. They had Bugsy, all them niggas. They had the Takedown movie. They was in Palmer's. You heard them on Palmer's.
Right.
Power 99 every other fucking week.
Right.
Takedown Records, Free Ace and Tim, they got indicted. You know what I mean? It was a big, street drug operation, street shit, you know what I'm saying? Niggas got indicted, but I was with them first. And my grandma wouldn't let me sign. You know when you that, this is about 14.
Okay.
So my grandma, you had to get consent from your parents and shit. And my grandma was like, nah, I'm not letting you sign with them. She seen the vision, she already seen what it was before I could actually see.
Right, you looking for an opportunity.
I'm looking for opportunity, but my grandma, she from North Philly, she a strong woman. She know street niggas. She know when shit going on. She like, nah,
right.
I'm not gonna let you sign to that. You know what I mean? And then, 2 years later, they got indicted. I was 16. Yep, they got indicted.
Now at 16, I think that's when you made your first appearance on 2 Off from the Streets. Is it, or was it earlier?
It was 17 because my timeline, I remember getting locked up in juvenile placement.
Okay.
I did 18 months of Summit Academy in Pittsburgh, and I came home 17, about to be 18. Okay. So what y'all saw on 2 Off of the Streets, right. I was almost 18. I was 17. Okay. You know what I mean? But I was almost 18.
Okay. Now, you're making that transition from you dealing with Takedown, really with Takedown, and you're doing your time and everything.
Right.
You came back. We seen you battling niggas in New York.
Yeah.
Right. Now, how was that journey, bro? Like, all right, Reed, come on, bro. Like, everyone in the city saying you hot. Like, I'm gonna take you up to the city.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if you really hot. Like, how did that go?
That really started from back to placement. Me being able to sit down like that, because when I was young, we was running around doing bad shit. Right. You know what I mean? Getting in trouble, doing dumb shit. The 18 months actually helped me sit down and figure out what I wanted to do in my young life. And I was writing a million raps. When I went home from placement, bro, Like you got a little net bag that you bring home with you and shit. My net bag was so like a Santa sack with just papers, bro, from notebooks, fucking napkins, whatever I could write on. I would just write verses. And I remember my man, he around me to this day, one of my best friends. We was locked up in placement together. He was on the basketball team, and he said, "Yo, when you go home, you better take over, bro. Like you got to." And I remember the day I got released from placement, I hooked up with Eddie Mars and shit. Eddie was like, "Yo, Big Star," he be doing the camera shit. I met Star, spit for Star, and it was just, he was like, "Yo, we going on tour. We going city to city with it. Is you down?" I asked my grandma, told her this is what I wanted to do, and she let me go, and he was just on road, bro. Just on the road with it.
All right, check this out. So I'm gonna say this for a lot of people. I'm not just saying it for myself. Growing up, bro, you had me.
Yes.
Y'all three were like how niggas look at these rappers in the industry are.
Yes.
Like, I remember 7th, 8th grade, bro. Niggas would really argue, like really fights, bro.
Nah, I remember that shit.
He's like better.
Who the best? I fuck with Head. No, I fuck with Reed. I fuck with me. I already.
and all that, like at that age, right? So when you battled in New York, right? When you battled the boy Trigga, I don't even feel like speaking on, but I'm giving him, I'm giving him praise for even like
Trigga a legend. Trigga's a fucking legend. It's so crazy that
I no disrespect to Trigga. He said if he said he was a legend.
No, I mean I was being sarcastic. I was being sarcastic because he a legend because you gotta think about it.
You made him.
I made him good or bad is like, bro, that clip that we talking about, that battle, is an Eminem Rap God video. That shit got over 40 billion views. So even though he getting his, you know what I mean? He getting destroyed. But nigga, you an Eminem video off of this shit. Like, I mean, like throughout all these years, that verse, those battles are legendary. So no matter if he was, getting beat, like, that nigga's, I was like, you a GOAT. I made you famous, bro. Maybe not in a good way, but you famous. Like, respectfully.
At that age, bro, like, how old were you there?
Talking about Two Off the Streets?
Yeah, no, then when you battled with Boy Trigga.
That was the first one, so that was 17. We're about to be 18. The next one was Philly versus New York.
Yeah, you was in schoolyard.
Schoolyard.
Yeah, that joint.
I was already, I think I turned 18 right there. I was probably 18 right there.
Yeah, at that age, bro, at that point, I feel like you ran the city.
Yeah, it was up after the second one, because the first one was like, oh shit, who this?
Right.
Second joint was like, he came back and did it again.
Right.
That's when I knew it was like real for me. Right. And that's when I made my life decision to just do music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of young brothers don't find their talent, whatever it may be. It could be mechanic, it could be whatever. Right. They don't find their talent, till sometime later in life, if they ever find it. Right. I knew, I'm like, all right, this shit gonna have me traveling. This shit gonna take me different places. You feel me? And I just stuck with the music. I knew after that second battle, I said, yeah, this is what I'm gonna put my all into.
Right. I think you had the city behind you. So things in that sense about you being a battle rapper at that moment, right, or at that time.
Yeah.
You had people that was watching DVDs.
Mm-hmm.
DVDs was like rap CDs.
For sure.
You would go to like the Hut.
Yes.
Second Street.
Yes.
Grabbing all the DVDs and CDs.
Yes.
The combination between Topklass, TouchMoney, and things in that sort. Right?
Yes.
So at a young age, man, and I know you was already a household name at a young age by yourself.
Yes.
What made you decide to like team up with people or have a group? Like as far as Eddie Mars, Rain Man at the time.
Well,
things in that sort.
Rain is somebody that's always that's been in my life since I was young. I say about, once I met Rain like 13, 14, and he was living up Southwest at the time, and I was going to Tilton Middle School and all that stuff, and up there at Bartram and all that, and Rain would be around Bartram, and this is when I was just like outside ciphering. Whoever wanted it. Every day you come outside, you see that fucking circle, you know I'm in that circle. Right. Niggas out there going crazy. And Rain I remember him just like coming to some of the ciphers and listening. And I remember hearing him, because that's when he was around like the MTV Battle Champ and all that shit, so I knew who he was. Right. And he just like kind of put me under the wing on some on some old shit, like, yo, young boy, you fucking nice. Like, I'm like, nah, you nice. And we just kind of linked up, and me and him, that was just a friendship. Okay. Eddie came along, Frankie came along, you know what I mean, so on and so on. But we wasn't really a group. We was all independent artists and solo artists, but we just did music together, like kind of on some Wu-Tang shit, like compilations and shit like that.
When I say, I don't mean to cut you off, so when I say it like a group, I'm pretty sure y'all wasn't a group.
For sure.
But you know how like people like looked at like the Bloodhound, they always seen Lil and Mellow and Meek.
Yes.
Everyone seen Eddie and Rain with you all the time.
For
so
sure.
That's why people
For sure. For sure.
But, at that moment, bro, like a lot of people wanted to know this, man. Like, it was always people having to choose sides between.
You gotta pick a side.
Meek.
Yes.
Yeah, but more importantly, you and Meek, right?
Yeah.
So, like, where did they even come from, bro? Like, because at the end of the day, before Meek name was even mentioned, you was already in your own lane.
For sure. And
where did that come from?
that's so crazy. We talked about that the other day. Meek was hungry. Like I said, Meek, because it's so crazy. It's like a chain effect because I actually did to Cheek Raw what Meek did to me. So it's like a chain effect. It's like you look at the nigga who you think hot. Like when I came home from placement, I'm watching the DVDs, I see Cheek Raw
right.
in the alley with the wife beater. Hungry shit. Veins coming out his neck, right. Talking that shit. I'm like, oh, he fire. I gotta get him.
Right.
I gotta get him because I'm trying to be the best.
Right.
So we go through, and it kind of like fuck up his movement at the time, like kind of fuck up his buzz. I go up, right. And the same thing happened. I remember my homies telling me like, cause I remember Meek, he dissed first. He wanted it. He like, oh, he supposed to be the bull. He wanted it. So he dissed first. I heard it. I'm like, nah, I'm not even gonna respond. And then they got to the point where, your homies start like, yo, bro, nah, we can't.
Let that slide.
We can't keep letting this nigga pop this shit, bro. I seen it though. I'm like, I'm popping already on my own shit. I didn't want to get that up. I'm like, nah, we gonna ignore that shit. I come back, now it just open the lane. Oh, damn, well, who bull? We know Reed, but who this? Now everybody listening to what he got to say. Right. And it just opened the lane. And then on top of that, he talented. Right. So it's not like you could block him, because once niggas gave him the air, they like, oh, he fired too. So it just became to a point where it was like, we the two hottest niggas in the city, and you just gotta pick a side.
Right.
You just gotta pick who you fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So
it's never nothing personal.
Nah.
A lot of people, at a young age, man, a lot of people like dogs.
No, niggas thought this was life and death shit, right?
Seriously, remember, it was a one clip, right? I remember it like it was yesterday, man. This over like 15 years, bro.
Yeah.
I remember like it was yesterday when he was rapping in front of a car.
Yeah.
The white truck.
Okay.
You and Eddie, and we hop out.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And people was like, hold up, like, oh shit.
Yeah, because that was the first time.
Right, but they seen y'all being cordial.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of threw niggas off, like, they don't really got beef.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to them being individually,
for sure,
they'll be dissing each other.
For sure.
So like. For
sure. And that was another crazy time in Philadelphia hip hop, because it was like, this one, everything was just so crazy. It was at its peak. The pot was boiling over, and niggas used to always be like, oh, Reed don't come in. I'm in North. That's Meek pull up in North. I was in North. I'm a Southwest Philly nigga. Right. I'm in North. We on Burke Street. So I'm in his hood.
Right.
And I'm rapping and shit. And I got fans out there too. Right. So all the little young boys, they like, yo, Reed out here. Somebody get on the phone. Right. And that's when we had Nextel. So somebody, yo, Reed around here. He pull up, as you can see. I look, get back to doing what I was doing. Right. Some niggas would have been like bitching up, and you in a nigga hood, and that's all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was love. Like after that, we shook hands, we took some pictures, and then another DVD came out that was kind of old. Okay. It's so crazy because it's like we made amends, we shook hands, we took pictures, and then somebody that had the footage for 6 months, a minute, from when we was talking extra greasy,
right.
He drops it like, yo, we just made up, bro.
Right.
So.
And it made it like
spark back up. He was like, damn, I just took a picture with this nigga, shook his hand, and then he gonna diss me again. And it's like, nah, it's old footage, but we ain't had time to explain it. It just became an on and on thing. But like I said, it was never physical. It was never none of that. Maybe through some of the camps, though. I'm not gonna say shit didn't get physical. It wasn't physical with me and Meek. Right. But some of the camps, street niggas, they gonna do what they do. Our homies didn't rap, a lot of them.
Right.
So they trying to look and make names other ways, and whether it be like, yo, we gonna see bro and fuck him up, or vice versa, or whatever. So shit got dark, but on some little hood shit between, that. But me and Meek, we never went through none of that, man. And I ain't gonna kill nothing or say what's going on, but just know that we actually spoke recently, and we just gonna leave it right there. We got some shit in the works, and we just gonna leave it right there.
I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna leave it right there too, but I'm glad you said that because, I don't have you on the show for nothing. I did my research.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Meek had comment under your picture or something.
It was vice versa. It was
we got like,
cause he posted a picture with his braids.
Yeah.
He had his braids for years. Mm-hmm. So when I see it, I'm like, oh, the boy got his braids back with the cool emoji. Mm-hmm. He hit back. I'm about to DM you.
Right.
So we go to the DM and we vibe and we whatever. But we got some shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, like I said, that shit made we wouldn't be who we are. I mean, you know, like, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't be who I was, because I was who I was.
Y'all made each other better.
But we made each other better at the end of the day.
Second.
Yeah, right, and I'm saying it too, respectfully, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We made each other better, and we made each other who we are, so, you know, like I said, it was nothing personal, it's just, things gotta happen when God ready, not when you ready, not when I'm ready. And I had to learn that too, becoming a grown-ass man. You be pouting and you want shit to happen. Certain things, it ain't got even to do with rap. It could be other things that you waiting on, and it's just like, it's gonna happen when God say he ready to give it to you.
So, at a young age, bro, actually I ain't gonna keep saying young age, because it seemed like at a young age it was time, like years ago.
It feel like it.
Years ago.
That shit be flying, bro.
Since everyone had their rapper in the city, man, I think a lot of people was excited and happy for you when you signed.
Okay.
Beyond Bars or Beyond Records.
Beyond Bar Records, yep.
Beyond Bar Records, right?
Yep.
And listen, I'm gonna keep it a beam by you being my favorite rapper. Like I talked to you off camera, man.
Yeah.
When you came out, and I know it wasn't your fault.
Respectfully.
You came out with that song, Toast to This, bro.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's toast.
It wasn't that.
It reminded me of like Wild Lady, DC Chillin'.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
We didn't pick that song, and I knew we didn't pick that song. So
Yeah.
what happened, bro?
You know, you get with a label, you young, and I was super young, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's like, when you got a motherfucker putting up hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's like they want to have say-so. And that's the problem. That's why right now I always preach being an independent artist and loving that and sticking. Like, when you get with these labels, you know, they going to make you do what they want you to do. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I made a whole bunch of gangster shit that y'all would have loved.
Right.
We flew out to Miami. We was at Scott Storage crib. We had Nori on the album. This one, Nori, I'm talking about, what?
Yeah, Nori.
Like, that's before Nori and Drink Champs in the podcast. Nori was still an artist. So we had Nori on the shit. We had Scott Storage. We had Sterling Sims. We had a lot of motherfuckers, Freeway. A lot of people was on the album. And I had a lot of dope gangster shit that the hood would have loved, that the streets would have loved, that Philly would have loved. But they wanted to go with that single. I mean, I made the record, but I also felt like it was a cool record, but I wasn't ready for it yet.
Yeah.
That was more like, yo, I made it. I'm super successful.
Yeah, I get it. Like,
later in your career.
Right.
If you're gonna put it on an album, it's an album filler.
Right.
You like it or you don't.
Right.
You either fuck with this joint and you let it rock, or you like, I'm gonna just go to the next. I like the next joint. So that's how you make an album. You know what I mean? Everybody not gonna like, because you got to try to touch different broad audience and shit like that. So they picked that record. And I told them, I'm like, yo, I don't think y'all should go with that song. And they was like, nah.
Especially coming from who you are as a rapper, bro.
And that's what I explained. I said, if you look at this, if you look at YouTube, this got 3 million views on it. This one got this many views. This is what the people want. So why would you change that? And, you know, like I said, they was just like, nah, we think this is the right record. We should push this one. You know, it got potential to be international and all this. They thinking, I'm like, bro. Y'all money.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
So bread, do what y'all do. So,
I
and they
think
put it out, and it didn't do what it's supposed to do. It didn't recoup the money that they wanted it to. So I sat in the contract, because how my contract was, when I got signed for 60 grand. That was a lot back then.
Okay.
And especially being like, 19?
Yeah.
So I got $60,000 cash advance.
Okay.
And my manager was like, yo, what about your living?
Okay.
Like, you a young boy, you about to get 60 grand, you just gonna go back to Southwest and...
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so they negotiated living. So I was living right over here, the Pier 3.
Okay.
On the waterfront, the condos. So I had the condo. We did
At 19.
At 19. That was like my first serious career.
That's heavy,
you know what I'm saying? And then we went to the Loft 640 building on Broad Street.
Okay.
So each year I just did a year lease. It was a 4-year contract.
Right.
So what happened was they supposed to advance you. You give them the album.
Okay.
They put out the album, recoup their money.
Right.
They can advance you again. You know what I'm saying?
It was
higher.
Right, I got you.
Double the amount.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I get that.
So being as though I give you a finished album, I give you the music. You did not drop the album, but you want me to go back in the studio. I'm sitting.
Yeah.
Because you got to advance me again.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if you didn't put it out.
Right.
I gave you
I'm not giving you 2 albums and you ain't put one out.
like you got to advance me again or I'm just not recording. And so once they weren't trying to advance me, I just sat. That was that hiatus.
Okay.
That was that
and a lot of people didn't know that.
That was that dry spot.
Right.
It was like, yo, they owned everything. Whatever I put out, they owned everything. I'm just like, I took them 3 years. I had my son at 20.
Okay.
And I just I just took some time off just to be a regular person, find myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck rap, I'm doing this and whatever. So
So by you saying that, fuck rap, I'm doing whatever. So what made you decide to like take a hiatus? Like, did you feel like that right there, like, kind of gave you some turmoil, or like?
Yeah, to
like,
figure out what I really wanted to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
What I really like. Do I still want this shit? Do I want to go through this? Like, you know what I mean? And it was like, yeah, let's get back in it.
Right.
And man, it was the best decision I ever made. You feel me? Real shit.
You coming back in the battle scene, bro. I remember you came back on URL, you made your rap debut. And it wasn't the best reaction that you were expecting.
For sure.
It was highly anticipated, of course.
Yes.
But can you explain, like, your growth from that battle to where you are today?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And how, I'm sorry, and also how the difference between when you battled at 17
Right.
to you're battling at your age now. Like, you explain both.
Well, back then, battle rap was a little bit more organic. Like, we didn't know who we was battling.
Right.
Like, you would pull up in the city, it's 10 of us, it's 10 of them. They just, yo, Reed, you and him. You don't know his material. So that's what actually made the dopest niggas.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, because you had to really rap.
Right.
Like, you had to rap your fucking heart away, bro.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? To be him back then. And you couldn't spit the same shit twice. So, like, you really had to be bull. But now it's a little different. You gotta, you got 6 months to prepare for a nigga.
6 months?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes. You know what I mean? Usually, it's usually
The bigger
like,
the event?
the bigger the event.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But normal like a month, 2 months.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You got all this time to prepare for a nigga. Everything is on the phone now.
Right.
You're going through his Instagram. You know, that's his mom. Oh, she got stretch marks. I'm a rap about that.
Right.
Oh, that's his daughter name, Kiki. Like
Kiki, little Kiki.
it's weird now. Like
Right.
it's too, but it is what it is. Like I adapted and I wanted to show niggas because I ain't want to be the bitter old head. They be like, oh, I can't. Like, you know what I mean? I can't hang with you. Nothing. Like, nah, I'm gonna get out here on the court and I'm gonna ball with these niggas too. I wanted to show niggas that I was great in my generation and I could also still come back to this generation and do the same thing. So
Right.
even with the little failure in the beginning of me taking a 6-year hiatus, I get back into battle rap. Like that whole 6 years, I was just living life, learning myself, doing other things. You know what I mean? Raising a son. We moved. We was just doing shit, just different shit. So taking 6 years off, coming back, I ain't do so good. And on top of that, crazy ass mic trouble. You know what I mean? In that building, I'm never gonna forget that.
Right.
My mic was super shitty, so I couldn't really perform and do what I needed to do.
Right.
But yeah, after that, I watched everybody. Oh man, we know these old niggas need to sit down. We watched all that. I'm looking at the comments. It didn't hurt me. It just motivated me. I'm like, damn, so niggas really think. All right, cool. And then even smacking them knew because they came back. Beasley said it to me. He was like, yo, we kind of know you just came back.
Right.
We know your potential. Like let's spin the block one more time.
I about to say they ain't going like keep.
Yeah, like let's spin the block because
Right.
they knew. They like, yo, that's like, come on, bro. Like
Right.
you know what I mean? They
You know how many battles you had lined up after that?
real shit,
Like-
real shit. So he like, come on, let's spin the block, and he threw me chess.
Right.
And that's from there on. It's just like we been getting our lick back.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Speaking of Chess, bro, Chess reminded me of you when he came out.
Super young, yeah.
He like his aggression.
Yeah.
His age when he came out.
Yes.
And I'm like, yo, this like I said, bro. If you watch Reed when he was young, bro, this remind me of Reed. Not saying his bars like that.
I've actually heard that before.
No, he
Niggas
like- he
yo,
remind-
I see, bro, and you like.
You know why? Because he was battling niggas older than him, killing them.
Exactly.
He's a young kid in school and shit like.
No bullshit.
And I'm like, bro, this nigga remind me of Reed, man. But I want to speak on something. Before we even touch on this battle rap thing, cause I fast forward what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
You have a legendary song
Yes.
outside of Busta Rhymes, and it's yours.
Damn
I think
near.
your touching may be better than Busta's, bro.
It's so crazy. I met Busta one time in my life, and I forgot who was with me, but somebody introduced me like, yo, this Reed Dollaz, this the one that was rapping on your. He was like, oh, I know,
I know that. I know that.
and we laughed about it.
Word.
He was like, that little nigga burning
Word.
that beat.
Word.
He was burning like you had to see it every time he typed his name in
Word.
or was checking on himself. That motherfucker was right under there.
Right.
Reed Dollaz, 6 million views.
Oh,
What
shit.
the fuck is this little nigga?
Oh, rap.
So yeah, that was love.
That's heavy, man. Like I think a lot of people still to this day, man, grown and everything. We know that shit from head, like from the beginning to the end, man. You know, like at that moment, bro. Like I just wanted to know the bars you was rapping about, bro. Like was it your surrounding, your upbringing, or like it was just something that you just felt like it was appealing to the crowd?
Nah, it's really my upbringing, everything that I rap about. It's the things that I've done or things that I've seen. You know what I mean? Things that I witnessed. I'm from 54th, and I'm from 54th Street, Barker Village Projects.
Okay.
You feel me? So, and we moved to 58th and Greenway, Cecil Street. Like, and after that, we fell through hard times, and we went to Germantown, pretty much, was the Abbotsford Projects.
Okay.
My grandpa was living in Abbotsford.
Okay.
We come back to Southwest.
Okay.
So, like, I'm really, like, we was in the trenches.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was not nice in our neighborhood at all.
Right.
And like I said, grew up around a lot of shit, a lot of drug dealing, a lot of seeing niggas hustle, seeing the money, like coming out on my block, skinny, small block, dirty block, and you go to the poppy store in the corner and you see a Bentley. You know what I mean? Ace and tell them nigga, I'm Takedown Records and shit like that. The motivation, like just things that niggas didn't live that I lived. Like my old head had to come grab me about a coke crib. Your grandma looking for you, bro. You've been going 3 days. She crying. No, I'm serious.
I mean, laugh,
You know
bro.
what I mean? No, because I'm laughing too. It's crazy now because my grandma's still here and we laugh about it. She like, boy, I didn't put her through it. Like, I done been to placements, did all this shit. And it's like, my grandma raised me. You know what I mean? My mom, she raised me from 2 weeks old. So, like.
Yeah, my grandma raised me as well.
Yeah, man. So you already know. You know what I mean? So it's like, grandma, she looking for me 3 days. I ain't been home. And my old head like, yo, your fucking grandma, I'm looking for you. I'm down there hustling, trying to get some money. And like, this shit real. This shit real, for sure. You know what I mean? Like, so that was definitely the motivation and to talk about it. It was like, it's like a journal.
Right.
It just rhymed.
And we go back, the fast forward, we go back to the battle rap, man. After everything you just said, you've been through a lot. And you have an opponent coming up tomorrow, actually.
Tomorrow, yeah.
June 3rd, it's June 2nd to let y'all know.
Yes, sir.
So June 3rd, battling Eazy, man. Arguably the hottest nigga in the battle scene right now.
Yeah, respectfully.
Representing from Philadelphia as well.
Yep.
And I wanted to know, what made you decide to battle Eazy?
Well, I didn't decide it. He actually reached out to me. You know what I'm saying? Humbly. Yo, bro, because we got a good relationship.
Okay.
I don't do all that WWE shit. You know what I mean? Like, we got a good relationship. So even tomorrow, even though I got to do what I got to do to him, you still my man. That's like back in the day. You and your man might get in a little scuffle and you shake hands. Now nigga want to kill you. But back then you can rumble. Like, I rumbled a couple of my homies. Like, nigga, we got disagreement. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. We go in the backyard, throw hands, and we hanging together tomorrow. Like, that shit never happened. But like I said, he reached out to me and he called and I answered. And I'm just like, let's get it. He like, yo, got a little dope opportunity for a bag also, of course, and for the city. I'm like, man, let's do it. You know, all I gotta say is like, humbly when I say this, like, I just hate that it gotta be broke. You know what I mean?
You fuck with him, like.
Cause I fuck with him and he on a run. Like, you on a crazy, like.
Smell of upset, like that's like.
Yeah, like you want.
I don't want to say upset, like saying it like that, cause a lot of people are saying like, you know, cause a lot of people know Eazy and hot, and he's in the third, he's in everyone's.
They said the same thing of me about Rum Nitty and all these other niggas. Surf all these niggas. Oh, Reed. Oh, he got Rum Nitty. Oh, Reed about to get washed with 30. 30.
Step out.
You know what I mean? Like I give, and like me personally, I give it, and a lot of people saying the same. I give me and Surf, because I remember Surf first when he came out cooking. He was going crazy. I feel like I got 2-1, respectfully. 2-1. So even if you want to call it debatable, I'm fucking old as fuck. I ain't even supposed to be having debatables with you young niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like I watched a nigga that come back to battle rap that I love that couldn't nobody fuck with and did bad, Cannabis. Oh, that hurt me. You remember that?
I didn't see. I ain't gonna act like I know it.
Yo, bro, I'm not. You remember Cannabis though?
Yeah, I know who you talking about.
Cannabis was the hottest nigga. When I heard that man when I was a kid, I thought this nigga was like the god of rap. Like he was seriously like, Cannabis was crazy back then. And to make the long story short, he came back to battle rap on some old head shit, thinking he just gonna go out there. It's a new day. You feel me? And the nigga he really, yo, bro, let me get this book, and really pulled out the book.
Started rap
live. You know what I'm saying? So I just say that to say, I'm blessed. Like, nigga, I made history in my generation, but I'm not out here living off my old rec. That's the problem with niggas. A lot of niggas living off their old rec. I'm out here making new history. You know what I mean? So I'm out here battling all the young niggas that's supposed to be them niggas. You know what I mean? I'm either dog walking them niggas or is it debatable? But you ain't hearing like, man, Reed getting dragged through this shit. You ain't hearing that. It's not happening.
So now going back to the Eazy battle, because you know it's a lot of people that was calling you out. I was at a battle not too long ago when M.I. had made his appearance. And I was there. And we cool. I'm not like real cool with him, but like you see, yo, what's up? H. He had called you out, and I heard you like. Like, I ain't, you know, like, cause one,
Yeah.
H ain't bad on years, right? Or
Yeah.
even rapping years, but I just want to know, like, what would make it make sense for you to, like, jump in the crowd, and also the bag got to be right as well, right?
I mean, we definitely gotta be compensated, but I don't, like me personally, I just don't get that. Like, I don't want to battle a nigga that I was in a camp with.
Right.
That's speaking, to me, that's speaking more volume than you probably looking at. It's
Yeah, I get
speaking
what you're
other volume,
I get what you're saying.
like it's giving off weird vibes.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, you feel me? Like, one thing I always say and what I always wanted to be built off was, I grew up on, like, the Locks. That's my favorite niggas. Kiss, Styles, and Sheek.
Shit, yep.
If a nigga, anybody out here on this interview, you can, at Reed Dollaz official, whoever, if you can go find me an interview where Sheek was talking about Kiss, or Kiss was talking about Styles, or vice versa, any beef, any weird shit, whole shit between brotherhood, I got $1,000 for y'all. I'll cash that shit straight to you. You can find the video and send it to me. That's what I'm built off.
Right.
It's a lot. It's giving off hater vibes to me.
Not for you.
Because you can call me. I'm your brother. If you wanted to get back in the battle rap, just take a DM. Yo, bro, I've been thinking about getting back in this shit.
Right.
Let's get a 2-on-2, or
I feel you.
let's do something.
Right.
Don't jump out on camera and do weird shit. It's just giving, like, it's giving weird vibes
I
to me.
feel you, bro.
Yeah,
I feel
it's giving
you.
weird
And
vibes.
speaking of camp, man, I see you also speak on Bricks, man.
Yeah,
You know, you
free
spoke-
Bricks.
And I respect the caption. I like what you was rapping about.
Nah, that was. I'm never going to fabricate his words. That's what he said. Like, me and him talked, and we don't talk all the time. And I just told him when I talked to him, I said, because this is the thing that a lot of people got misconstrued with the Topklass TouchMoney shit.
Right. Yeah, can you explain the difference? Because a lot of people thought it was one.
Nah, it was not one. And we only got cool because I battled Kaboom.
Okay.
Okay, I went down the hut. Kaboom was supposed to be this nigga in West Philly, and this when I was head hunting shit. You feel me? Kaboom was supposed to be the nigga in West Philly.
Right.
We get a call. We slide down the hut. I battle Kaboom. We battle for about 3 hours. Right? It come to the point where niggas just shake hands like, man, I'm tired of shit, bro. niggas thirsty.
Right.
Salute.
Right.
Right? So it come to that. Like, we rap. I'm cotton mouth, and then we going at like pit bulls. Make the long story short. After that, we become cool. I respected Kaboom. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, we started to link up more. He had the whole little TouchMoney thing around him. That's how I got linked. So it was always me, Rain, and Eddie.
Right.
Really.
Right.
Frankie kind of came along a little bit later. You know what I mean? But he was always gang too.
Right.
So we never hung out though. That's the thing. Like, we had one mutual studio that was on 49th in Baltimore. That's where you probably see all that footage at, that studio. When we came to the studio, we was Voltron. When niggas was like, all right, bro, we out. And H was going to North Philly, wherever he was going. Bricks and them was going down west. We was going up southwest.
Right.
I already had my day ones.
Right.
Niggas that didn't rap.
Now I get what you're saying.
You get niggas that I off the stoop with.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So we all had our separate cliques outside of that.
Right.
Me and Bricks never hung out. Even though every time we get to the studio, what's up, Brody? We talk shit.
But outside of that.
Outside of that,
Not
niggas
one time.
went, not one time. We never hung out. So that's why I said what I said, and I was like, yo, nigga, if we'd just had a little bit more time together, well, I could have just seen the route that you was going down, because we wasn't hanging together, you feel me? If I could just get a little bit more time with him, I would have definitely tried to be that positive look. And you know what I mean? And positive energy in his ear, like, nah, bro, fuck that. You nigga, look, you see this rap shit, what it's doing for us. Stop playing, focus on that. Like, I would have been that. And he just was like, yo, he just love how I'm carrying it. Because I guess, you know, he got tablets, so every once in a while he check the gram and he like, I love what you doing. You still going. You doing family shit. I love that. And it's giving him life.
Right.
That's making him want to come home, and hopefully he can get a date to come home and live and get nigga live, because a lot of us don't live enough. And it ain't even got nothing to do with finances. I'm talking about living.
Right.
Go do some shit.
And I see you doing it, bro, on the gram. You
Real
traveling
shit.
the world. You. One thing I want to tell you too, like, I don't know you personally at all.
Sure.
I'm only going off of what I see on camera.
Yeah.
You know, seeing your growth from you as a young boy to who you are as a man.
Yeah.
Bro, like, one thing you preach, yo, like, I ain't gonna say preach, but you show a lot of love to your wife, bro. I
For
respect
sure.
that, because I show the same to
For
my
sure.
lady as well. But like, a lot of niggas, bro, coming from your era,
Yeah.
you know, they still playing that like they still that age. Like, you know,
And
like,
it's crazy because I don't know how, because we built off love. Like, our generation,
Yeah.
we had R&B. We built off all that shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but you know, I guess it just come with the man. And I just feel like it's sad to say, but sometimes maybe a woman gotta get a man that's like already did his thing, kinda. and burned out on it. That's all it was for me.
Nah,
It was just me being like a young little hood star, having shit my way. I was able to tag anything. Yeah. I was able to tag anything I wanted to when I was a pup.
All right.
I done ran through shit, so by the time I was 28, 29,
You good, man.
it was like, I'm cool. I'm good. Like, I'm cool. I found that one, you feel me? And it was just like, I'm good. Like, and she was different too. Cause like coming from the city, I would always meet girls that were like, no other rappers. They hanging with rappers and you doing this, you doing that. I found me a girl that's like still PA, but like country girl. She ain't into none of that weird shit. She don't listen to none of the Megan Thee Stallions, respectfully.
Right.
Respectfully, you know what I mean? But I'm just talking about the message. Fucking on a rich, scamming ass nigga. Like, I'm just being real.
No, I respect that,
We don't put
bro.
that energy, you know what I
I
mean?
respect that. That's real shit,
We don't
bro.
put that energy
Listen,
in our home.
I'm gonna keep it a bean.
So, and that's how we able to just be in our little bubble and just not connect with the bullshit out here, because that shit is breaking up households. That shit is fucking the world
Poison.
up. It's poison, bro.
I put it.
On the men we have and the women we have, it's poison. It really is, you know what I'm saying? So we just try to, little Sade in the crib,
Okay.
little Nita Baker. You know what I mean? Keep the vibes right.
No, I respect it.
You know
bro.
what I mean?
I see a lot of vibes, man. Like I said, you got an RV thing going on, bro.
Yeah.
I see you doing your renovation and all that, man. Like, that joint look popping, but what made you
Appreciate you.
decide to get into that?
Just different. I always wanted one, you know what I mean? Always wanted one, but it was just like, just cutting the middleman out on shit. Like, I'm an artist, so we gotta travel. We gotta be in different places. Flights, airplanes, the worst. I hate airports.
Word.
Hate them, bro. You gotta pay for luggage. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. You gotta get to the place, get a room. You ain't got no car there, you didn't drive there, you gotta rent a car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, cut the middleman out.
I got one-stop shop.
One-stop shop. We gotta go to this place, pull up here, whether it be an RV park, whether it be a Walmart parking lot, or parking lot. You know what I mean? Whatever we doing. You know what I mean? You good. The crib is there.
Right.
The shower, the kitchen. And then I remember, because my girl was thugging it, we used to be traveling. I was running around with Flip doing like different show shit on the Houston side, Texas, Denver. Like, we was all over there. And we and this nigga, he in the Sprinter, we in the car behind him. Me and my girl pulling over, putting the seat back.
Right.
Thug shit.
Right.
Like really getting to it though, hustling.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, it might be that time of the month for her. Anything, she gotta use the bathroom. We always gotta go to some dirty ass gas station or restaurant.
Right.
I'm like, nah, we ain't doing this.
Right. I respect it.
So it was like, it was perfect. It was perfect.
Was it eye-opening? Like, going to different spots, man? Like, damn, I'm a kid from Southwest, bro. And I'm
beautiful.
seeing, like, different shit. I'm just kicking back, cruising. Like, I don't know, I be seeing it, bro. I be
for
seeing it
sure.
on the
It's
ground.
beautiful. It's beautiful. I encourage all the young niggas to do that, because everybody be so like tapped into their 20-block radius. Like that's it. And like in life, you know what I mean? You got to get out here, meet different races, different people. And it's crazy too, because they like, yo, racism, this. Bro, I've been living in the sticks for a minute. I'm talking about country.
Right.
Like, nigga, cornfield down the street.
Or
Yo, I don't see it. It's all about how you apply yourself. You know what I'm saying? I come out there, I cut my grass. How you doing, man? How you doing, sir? Hold the door at the market. Conduct yourself the right way.
Right.
Once you apply yourself, you gotta apply yourself.
no,
You know what I mean? You gotta
Yeah,
get
you
out
hear
there.
this, man.
No, that's
Coming
why I'm
from
giving
you,
them.
like,
That's why I'm
yeah.
giving the young niggas game. You gotta apply yourself. It's out there for you. Opportunity. I got a older couple, Miss Susie, Mr. Denny. Shout out to y'all. Yo, they leave zucchinis, tomatoes, fresh shit out their garden. You open the porch, we come out the door. Oh shit, a whole basket right there. Love us to death. You gotta get out here and meet people and live.
Right.
Apply yourself.
Right.
So you know what I mean? Like, get out your motherfucking hood sometime. I don't give a fuck if it's Greyhound, whatever. Jump on a bus, just go somewhere. We was young as fuck. My grandma used to let us go to New York. Just go to New York, jump on the bus. You know what I mean? Just go explore. Gotta get out here, man.
No, that's real, bro. One thing I also wanted to touch on, man, before we get up out of here. I noticed you, growing up, AARP, I can't say the damn bar, bro. You know, damn, I'm messing it up. But
That's all
anyway, we're gonna go to Rambo, right? So
Yeah.
the Rambo situation, nickname and everything. You actually, like, have a collection of guns, man. Like, I
Oh,
see
yeah,
you
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything, like,
Yeah.
what made you get fascinated with, having collectibles and things of that sort?
I always just love guns, you know what I mean? You know, we young hood niggas. Like, you watch the movies, you watch fucking Boys in the Hood, South, all that shit. Like, you watch that shit.
Right.
But I just always loved guns. And even before I was, like, you know, I'm not even licensed. Like, I'm registered.
I got you.
My girl got her license
Okay.
to carry that shit on her.
Right.
I'm more like I can get it from the gun store and go home and shit.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But to make the long story short, I just always loved guns, you know what I mean? Just always loved them. And I'm just like, you know what? I was able to, because we did a lot of shit, but I was just blessed.
Or
I was blessed, bro. Like, I got some crazy stories, like, where I could have been a felon or I could have been doing some crazy time, some crazy shit. Like, you feel me? But I was just blessed to never get no felonies. You know what I mean? So I preach to the young boys, if you don't got no felonies and shit like that, get out here and do it the right way. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta be out here riding dirty. If you love guns, go learn about them. Learn the safety of them. It ain't just shooting them. A lot of niggas be out here shooting. That's why people getting hurt and killed. Niggas closing their eyes, doing all types of weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Get out here and learn about them. You know what I mean? Learn how to use them. Learn the safety of them, man. That's just pretty much it. Like, I just, you know, was able to do it, and I just took advantage of it. I'm like, fuck, I'm clean. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go for it. So I'm gonna get me a crazy little collection. You feel me?
Okay. I wanted to give you something as well, man. So I'm big on black brands, man. Like,
yes, me too.
Like,
for sure.
People, man. Like, so I got a homie from DC, my man Ed.
Okay.
He got a brand called EBO Beer Butter.
Fire.
And, you know, he wanted me to give you this as well.
Okay.
You know, it's a whole box.
Ah, that's dope.
Different collections. He's been in business for a couple years now.
I need it too, because I can't get the full. I'm trying to get the full joint. I can't get it.
No, but I ain't just saying it because that's my man.
Respectfully,
He's been doing it for a while.
Nah, that's love.
Yelp reviews. A lot of famous people, you know, purchase from him as well.
Okay.
But,
that's dope.
outside of that, like I said, he wanted me to give you this as well. EBO Beer
Yeah,
Butter.
definitely, man. Shout out to EBO, for sure.
Man. Cop up on that. What can we expect tomorrow, bro? Can we expect
greatness? Greatness, man. Greatness. You know, I'm not coming to play, especially home. It's like what can we talk about?
Territory, bro.
This my home.
What can he say to you?
This my home, though. Like, this my home. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a mystery background. Respectfully, I was outside since a child. Everybody know me.
Yeah.
North Philly, South Philly, West Philly, Uptown, Germantown, wherever. Upper Darby, wherever. I'm known, bro. It's like, what can we talk about? Like, really, I hope. I just don't see I didn't see the matchup at first. You know what I mean? I'm like, lyrically, yeah, I respect bro. He's definitely a killer. But I'm just like, far as the matchup, I'm like, so is this for Philly?
Right.
Like,
because people saying like the crown of Philly. I'm like, hold on.
Because if this for Philly, oh, we talking a whole different ball game. Like,
not just rapping. Like,
yeah,
I feel you.
Like
you home.
I'm home. I'm comfy.
Right. Now I feel you.
Comfy, feet on the land. So I mean, you know, like I said,
so you're not getting swept. Cause niggas thinking, no, listen, and I'm saying that respectfully, bro. I don't think that's happening.
It don't hurt me at all.
No.
Cause you know why?
The reason I'm saying that, cause I'm saying the shit that people want me to say.
I respect.
They like, bro, Reed doing this, Reed that, Reed had his time easy. I'm like, bro, y'all listen to rap.
You know what the problem is? Sometimes you can be a GOAT for so long that people, I mean, they want you to cheer for you. You win so long, they want you to lose them. It's like they get tired of it. It's like a movie that never ends. It's like watching Rocky over and over and over and over and over.
Not for you, bro.
So I respect it. It's really like love in the form of hate. Like, man, yeah, we know Reed, but we fucking with the new nigga. Like, so we gonna root for him. I'm tired of bro. Like,
exactly.
That's and I just keep coming back like, yeah, I keep coming back like Rocky 12.
Right.
Rocky 13. Yeah, like, I keep fucking niggas up. So I get it. I'm not mad, but I just leave that for them. I leave to talk to people. That's why you see me like I just be in my own world on social media. I don't be.
No, you really do
me. You feel me? But niggas gotta go eat them words. After they watch it, they gonna be like, oh, yeah, this nigga. He even did it again.
And I feel you.
Respectfully.
One thing I wanted to say, I actually appreciate the time you coming out here.
For sure.
You know, listen, check this out. Season 4, the Dev Hall Show, I had Core, first episode, right?
Yeah.
So
that was a dope joint too.
Appreciate that, bro. I had got in contact with Reed before I got in contact with Core, so I didn't want to do the second episode until I had Reed, honestly, because that was how I mapped it out.
For sure.
So, you know, greatness, you know, take time.
Yes, sir.
And I really appreciate him reaching back out to me as well, man. Like, a lot of people at his caliber, like, all right, here, it's another podcast, it's that and the third. He actually took the time to reach back out and say, yo, let's set it up. And here we are today, man, for episode 2, right before his big battle tomorrow against Eazy, the block captain, man, June 3rd at the TLO, you know, at the let out. And
yes, sir.
To be more, man. It's a Philly thing, man. It's a legend right here, man.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
honored to be sitting right next to this guy. And honestly, I'm just honored. That's all I'm saying.
Same here, though, bro. I love your platform. Let's get it, man. You niggas, you know how we carry it, man.
You already.
Real talk. General.
Back. Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck going on? Like, we getting a tsunami or something?
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, yo. Did a boat fly? Did a boat go past or something?
Yeah, big ass joint went by earlier.
It's a boat that went past?
Yeah, earlier it did.
I'm like, damn.
Yo, I was, huh? Oh, yeah, yeah. Bro, I was sweating up a storm looking,
nigga,
bro.
Boy.
I'm all like, damn, I'm trying.
Real right.
That big ass boat that passed right there.
Oh,
That shit
oh
big.
yeah. Is he gonna make it under the bridge? He can't make that
Right.
under the bridge.
You wouldn't even think that big ass joint over here.
That's like a baby Titanic right there.
Hell no, that Ben Franklin Bridge don't lift, bro.
Which one lift?
I don't, that ain't the Ben Franklin, it's the Takedown Bridge lift.
Yeah, not the Ben Franklin.
I ain't never seen that bitch lift.
You see something now over there?
What?
I know you see doing the lift.
I don't know, we got, I like, you do a drop.
Oh shit, I forgot all about this shit.
Yeah, do a drop real quick.
Oh, all right.
Just keep it on.
Yeah, don't keep it on. Okay.
We'll get you in this one.
Hey, Becky, my phone died, damn it. It's, oh